Alright, another match with the Penny Dreadful Blue Red Pirates deck. I think I'm 4-0. I think. Yeah. That's okay, I guess I am. I just looked real quick. That was I think some crazy games. Really weird really weird deck to play. Sure it's like the best, but it's been really crazy. Okay. Gyro play? And is kind of suspect. I want to ship it back. Nah, I'm gonna try it. I'll try. I just like having. I don't know. I'm just like a weird person where I like keeping like big land hands. It's really bad sometimes. It depends on like what my opponent's playing. I'm not really sure what they're playing. Okay, this might have been a mistake. But draw a Sailor means will be fine. Or a burn spell. Or an island. I die. Just might be dead. I'm not gonna play till turn 4. Unless I draw the Sailor right here. Another mono black aggro deck. I got away from the I got away the last time for skin of my teeth here, so let's see what happens here. Wait, Blacko here. Backer 2. Skursdag High Priest. Okay, maybe they're like a weird aristocracy build. A little slower, so which is fine. Alright, the lands keep coming. Great. If they're aristocrats, then it's a lot easier to deal with. Because they have a reasonable clock sometimes, but okay, is it black? Okay, it's aristocrat. It's definitely an aristocrats build. Okay, I can definitely see like black green aristocrats, which is a really good deck. The high priest pretty much gave it away. But if they go like, I don't know what we can do here. Factor 2. Because if they had like something like a catacomb sifter, they could have made a 5/5. Is okay. Probably like a okay Bloodthorn Vampire. Okay, they could sack I guess this champion and then make a 5/5, which is probably the play. Make a 5/5. Pretty good. Not sure about my matchup with this. I think like Kanye will do a lot of work randomly, but it's hard to kill one of these. God, it's hard to kill one of these things. Really can't block anything, so I can't even really block. I can't really block the 5/5 profitably. Profitably, so I don't know. It's gonna be a tough one. I also kept the 5-lander. I get really punished for like keeping low land hands and high hand lands. I'm never learning. You should probably learn from my mistakes. That's why I'm doing it for you, for the fans, the culture, really. Fungal sprouting. Sure. I mean that's really good right now. I'm beating that. But they can just sack all their guys and just die. These represent +2. Let's see if it just go for it. I just want to see if they'll go for it. No. They don't have to. They have no reason to go for it. Fungal sprouting. And that card was a card. Did not do anything. Punished. Basically, I've been punished. Okay. Candidates coming in. What? Claws? Claws seem okay. I play like one claws. And should probably cut all the Frank searches. There's like not the sailor. I like the sailor. I don't like flash freeze as much. I think it's pretty much it. They didn't see anything from my deck, so they actually don't know what I'm doing. Could be the end of the road here. Because I kind of messed up that game one. Didn't really know what my opponent was doing, but that's League for you. Another mana heavy hand I can keep. I'll try it. There's no removal, but I mean I have a blocker here, at least at 3. They mulliganed already, so feel better. But you should mulligan aggressively. With the scry rule, I mean, there's no reason for you not to mulligan like weakish hands. I don't think this hand's that weak. I could just produce more blockers with a Sailor, with a Cackling Counterpart, things like that. A Sailor 2. All the Sailors. They do a good job stalling the game. Sailors aren't really kept. Brindle, sure. It's blocked by the 1/4 either way. Well, I get to play a Sailor and keep up Burst Lightning. Really great part about the Sailor, just the treasure token is pretty awesome. I definitely have a 5-turn hand. This is going to be a long, grindy matchup, I think. Absent Ascendancy, Phyrexian Ghoul, okay. I like Cannonade. I know the Sailor. I can hold up Cannonade for whatever thing they do. Means of Speed might help kill these, like, sack guy things. But not when they play, like, extra creatures. But I don't think they're in a really reasonable position to attack. I guess I was wrong. It's a bad attack. Especially if I have a Burst Lightning or something. I can just do this on the stack here. I mean, I bother blocking that, because I know he's going to do this. I don't think that was a really great attack from my opponent. They don't really get much value out of this, except like killing a 1/4. And they lose to like a burn spell, which you have to assume I'm on with like red, my deck. Like sure, they get to like get a creature, I guess. I don't know. They don't like lose much. They kind of do. I think that the ghoul is actually like a bigger loss for them. I guess. I'm just waiting for something good to happen. That's all that really. That's all that really seems to be happening here. Like I just wait. The Uval Mysteries is gonna be a bit annoying in terms of like what do you call it? Just the grindiness of the card. They get so much value out of their creatures dying. One Dark Dwellers, and this game's going off. We're just gonna go off, really. This should probably just sack include a draw card and make a token. The candidate is really good in this spot. I think it's non-pirate, only non-pirates. It's so good. The cannon's happening. Mobile? Okay. A little annoying. This sucks, but I think I have to do this now so I can like minimize the damage of this noble. I think it's just good enough to do right here. It's a decent enough spot to do, you know. It's like a it's like a 2.5 for 1 or something like that. But the noble is just really annoying. Like, sure, they get a bunch of clue tokens, but they're kind of tapped out. I'm gonna lose 3 life, and kind of like I'm only like getting like a card and a half, maybe like a card and a half, I guess. Because the Blizzard leaves something back. I kill the noble, but they get like cards back, so it's like a one. It's almost like a 1 for 1. It's really weird. It's a really terrible thing, but I think I have to do this now, just to minimize the damage of the noble. And I'm in a pretty reasonable spot. I really want to use it to kill the boar token, but I don't think I'm gonna get to that spot right here. Especially with my draws. Early to draw Dark Dwellers. I don't think my opponent knows I have. Or really knows my deck does. I don't even know what my deck does. I don't even know what my deck does. I don't know. But I'm definitely gonna lose to the card advantage war here from the clue tokens and the Uval Mysteries. It's really just not a good look for me right here. Not in a good spot. Doesn't look too good for the pirate troop here. Okay, another Mysteries. Doesn't really affect this board. Sadly, or not really sadly, but the 1/4s are doing work. The 1/4s are like really keeping me alive. So I can just like draw something good. Like a mountain. Eventually, something is going to happen. Like I'm just gonna draw like a Dark Dwellers and the game's gonna go off. I'm gonna just go off on my opponent. Like they get 2 tokens. Like it's okay. It's okay, I have 1/4s. I just have these 1/4s to just kind of block for a while. I can make another 1/4 on the fly if I need to. That's why I wanted to kill the noble, because like the 1/4s do a great job blocking, but then it can just kind of suicide their creatures into my creatures, and it's like I'm just like taking damage overall. So really just had to minimize that. This is a problem. This guy is a big problem, actually. Any sort of stack creature is just like a big problem. I really need to draw like a siren or just like something to start overwhelming my opponent a bit. Another cannon would be pretty great. It would minimize this here. Because it would just kill the majority of the creatures. Dark Dwellers gets the Cannonade, which is pretty decent on the spot. It just kind of kills like 5 creatures. That's really the best I can do. And then I can start just like going off the Twin Flame nonsense. And I guess probably might be able to kill my opponent next turn if my opponent like disrespects the power of the Dark Dwellers. Yeah, they sacked the Blister Pod, which is pretty interesting. I get to get the token out of this. I get to kill the Eldrazi Sign token, which I'm really fine with. So I get like a 6 for 1. Yeah, 5.5 for 1. Whoa, they didn't even sack to pump this thing up. That's such a mistake. Actually, no, I could have like copied that to kill it. I think I could have. I could have like really tricked my opponent into something stupid. I don't think he's like. I don't think my opponent's like dumb enough to do that. I just actually really respect my opponent for some Bone Splinters. Okay. So I can counter this by casting the Cacking Counterpart. Which is a fine thing to do. They have to have an instant removal spell to deal with this. Counterpart. It's pretty great, because I actually get to, like, target the, okay, sorry. This... I actually get to target this, so he has to, like... They only have one spell left. Seems like a waste to do it on my, I think, my opponent, though, because then he, like... You can use a clue token, sack it. It's probably worth it, actually. Oh. You get to make... Okay, so every clue token makes 2 soldiers. It's worth it to do that. Or just hit my opponent's face. I think it's worth it to do. Because I think he has, like... Oh, he just let it through! Oh, that's so big. Oh, that's big. Okay, if I draw, like, a strategic planning, it's really good with the Twin Flame. Okay, Bone Splinter's my guy. Sure, why not? I feel like I'm in a great spot. I'm gonna make a big attack. I can't believe they did not save their vampire. Okay, land's good. Actually, land's pretty good. I get to strive a bunch of things. Okay, I get to strive 3 things. It's 8 I have. I don't have enough actual spells to copy with the Dark Dwellers, but I get to attack a bunch. I want to get on the offensive. Very much like to get on the offensive here. I don't have enough spells, though. Token, Flame. Really doesn't have anything else to do here. Oh, my opponent just conceded into it. Oh man. I think my opponent screwed up by not saving the blood throne there. I think it's a big mess up for my opponent. Let's run it back. The candidate did a bit of work there, just like kind of clearing out, just getting a bunch of creatures off the field all at once. That's how like the Earthscrat decks kind of just like beat you. It's just like having a better board than you. But I don't know. I think they just kind of like mind slipped there. I think you easily like sack a clue to make 2 guys to save your vampire. I think that's really important. I don't know. And they could have drawn like a Bone Splinter or something, another Bone Splinter or something like that. Another removal spell for the thing. But I already had like 2 tokens out, so oh. Removal spells are like pretty much the key of this matchup. Just try to like clearing the board out and my opponent really the sailors did a lot of work. I'm gonna keep this hand. It's actually really good. 2 burn spells, a draw spell, a couple of sirens. I can kind of just like I don't think they had a lot of flyers outside of the Skirzik High Priest. They mulliganed. Pretty decent. But yeah, I mean like just like keeping the board clear as much as I can. Not letting them get their engines going. That's like really the way you can beat the Aristocrat decks. A lot of different ways you can beat them. Like I have just enough board control that I think like kind of worked out that game too. I draw a bunch of lands. I mean, this game could be over with just Dreamcaller Sirens. Siren to the Siren and the Twin Flame the Sirens. Seems okay. I just hit land drops for the rest of the game. Like land drop, land drop, land drop, land drop. We'll see what happens. Totem, okay. Totem kind of hurts them more than me sometimes. But, I mean, it's okay against my, like, Dark Dweller playing. Not super essential to, like, my gameplay, though. I'm gonna kill this guy. It triggers his own raid, so I might as well just kill it now. Like I said, my plan is to keep the board clear as much as I can. The burn spell's good. I want to draw lands off this strategic planning. Alright, I gotta get rid of my one clause, but it's okay. The land drop is just really important. That's I think the only clause I have right now. Yeah, I just have the one. I only have two in my sideboard. Like if they play like a mysteries here, it's like okay, as long as it's not a creature. But I can deal with creatures right now. My hand's really built well against creatures. Cool. Okay, that's immediately dying. Immediately. Oh, a third Siren. If I just draw the fourth land, I think I'm good to go here. Keep the board clear. That's all I want to do. Keep the board clear. Then I can start like going off my Siren plan. I draw the fourth land. I think the game is kind of in the bad, like kind of good. I'm kind of good about. I feel good about this plan. Alright, Brindle Show. Not really worried about a 1/1. Oof. Alright. Like I said, I'm not worried about a 1/1. Really just want a fourth land. Any land will do. I'll take the Highland Lake right here. High Priest has to die. The must kill. My opponent's down to 2 cards, so I feel pretty good. This has to die. Pretty much. Okay. Sailor is a 4th mana. Also blocks a Brindle Showed, okay. I can at least start with the counterpart plan a little bit. I will absolutely block this creature. I do not mind blocking this. This is like a mysteries. I'm okay. Okay, it's just a ghoul. It's block. 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 Okay, no? Okay. Part of me wants to Twin Flame this, but I think I just want a Dreamcaller Siren next turn, so I don't like take any damage. The Sailor is about to... I'm going to show you why the Sailor is like the MVP of this deck sometimes. Because it's just going to stay alive for a while. Dreamcaller Siren, I'm going to tap these 2 guys. You can instantly kill this, that's okay. And that's actually really okay by me. Okay, so I decided not to kill it. I'm not sure if I've seen a Dreamcaller Siren yet. I might have milled it once with my planning. I'm actually sure if it's actually been on the battlefield yet. I'm not actually sure. But, I mean, if you looked at like my strategic planning plays, he would have seen it. This deck is nuts sometimes. Oh my god. This card. Okay, that card is so useless against me right now. It's actually so bad. He's playing it to Scry. Oh, the plan B. The plan B is here. He needs a creature here to block Day. Definitely getting in here. So next turn I get the counterpart, the Siren. to tap down my creatures. Actually, I don't even care about like taking damage. I kind of really worried about just like a removal spell, but I think the removal spells are really. I've only seen Bone Splinters, so I can totally protect against that with the counterpart. Okay. Alright, counterpart this thing. Oh, Cackling Counterpart. Why is this the card? Oh, why is this the next card that's like my card? I don't understand. I can also like tap down the Sentinel Tomes. I really don't want to play against them. It's so fun. I think this is gonna be a Bone Splinters. Fine. Lothar Vampire, okay. Fourth land, please. Oh, it's over. This game's over. Opponent has 0 cards in her hand. I have just a bunch of tempo beats. The tempo is just so real here. The tempo is just like way too real. With these Dreamcaller Sirens, they're just like what in the weird chaining effect, they just kind of like get out of control. Yeah, this game's like over. I have so many of these sirens in my hand. And with the Twin Flames, if I draw a mountain, God, this game's just like way over. This card is so good. It is like so good we can play with it. I block with my 1/4. Like the 1/4 blocks. It just blocks. It just blocks a 3/3. This is insane. All right. I think it just it just attacked to get the blood soaked out, but it can't block anyway. Another Bone Splinters. Okay, so the game is gonna just prolong itself a little bit. Oh gosh, what is in my graveyard right now? Counterpart. Can I just win the game right here? No, I don't have to play out. Part. Yeah, I can just go for the juggler here. No, he's a bunch of Sentinel Totems. Actually, can't do that. I'll just go for the Dreamcaller plan. It's just safer. I forgot he had a bunch of totems in play. Like, you need to have an instant speed removal spell to kill this. Even still, I have a Siren. I can just like Twin Flame a bunch of things. Third Siren. Stupid. It's so dumb that I have a third Siren here. Back me for 3. I don't really mind at this point. He's having another removal spell for my guy. Fleshbag Marauder. Okay, I will sack my Sailor. Good job, Sailor. You did your job. You did your work here. Appreciate you. He actually did do a lot of work. He blocked a bunch and he was a pirate for this whole thing. Alright, Twin Flame. Here we go. Oh, these Sirens just did so much work. They just did so much work. I chained like 5 Sirens. This is this crazy tempo plan. This is the plan B of the tempo plan. Making all the Twin Flames and the random Cackling Counterparts work. That was nuts. Oh, I beat 2 totems in play too. That was so crazy. What's up, guys? Roy Jimmick here, coming up with a wrap up of the Blue Red Pirates deck. 5-0. That was crazy. What did I beat? So my run was Blue Green Merfolk, the Blue Red Counterburn deck, mono black aggro, mono red goblins, and like black green aristocrats. That was a crazy run. They're all 2-1s. They're all just grindy decks. Grindy wins there. Had to earn everything. Got a little luggy in certain spots, I would say. Cannonade did a lot of work. Just like having instant speed burn, instant speed like wrath effect. That's pretty much one-sided for the most part. It was really good. Never got to play against Control. I think Control's actually a really bad matchup. I never got to test out the Lava Blisters or the Negates for that matter. Flash Freeze was really good. Echoing Ring did nothing. I don't think I really need to Echoing Ring anything, but it's good enough there. I could see that being a Crush too for 1 mana. I had Crush for a while. It's a destroy target non-creature artifact, but it is only for 1 mana. It's an instant, so I can see that coming in. I don't really like Echoing Ring. It could be anything, any sort of artifact removal. For the most part, though, I don't think I even need a card like this, so I can free up this slot for like anything else, so that's fine. The whole rest of the main deck was really good. I was really not sold on Secrets of the Golden City until I drew 3 cards, and I was just like, wait, this is pretty good. I liked everything else. The counterparts this was a good number. Twin Flame was a good number. It's weird to have like 7 sort of copy spells for 12 creatures, but you draw them at the right times, and if you don't need them, you transfer them away, or you playing them away for like a big Dark Dweller turn. The Sailor, the pirate theme, like, you know, it was just good enough to have like Sailor into like Dreamcaller Siren. That was like the dream curve, I guess. Like when it worked out pretty well. This card is actually like so good. It just like it's a big tempo swing, and you get a 3/3 flash flyer. Like I have so many different plans. I have a good control plan. So basically, my control plan is to board out all these sailors and just try to bring in like the negates and the lava blisters and try to play this like sort of like tempo burn plan with like a weird like Dark Dweller sort of like big upset plan. So that's kind of my plan. That was my plan against like control, but I never really got to like execute that because I only put like aggro decks really. Yeah, pretty much all aggro decks. So I like the fact that like my aggro matchup, while a little tough, was doable. Probably because of Fiery Cannonade. This card was so good. It was so clutch so many situations. Yeah, the deck is sweet. I really like the deck. You know, it's a lot of fun. It takes a lot of like work. Like I like decks that will just kind of like help me think through my plays, things like that. With like big flash finishes, especially with the Dark Dwellers. Dark Dwellers pretty much amazing cards. Like I don't think it's like going to be one of the best cards for this new season, but it's definitely going to be one more impactful cards. That's my kind of hot take on this. I'm not sure what the really best new card's going to be. Probably the best card in general, probably Cruel Ultimatum, honestly, but this card actually does a lot of work. Like having Snapcaster Mage in the format is just really strong. So thank you guys for watching, really appreciate it. Thanks for watching the videos. You know, catch you next time for the next great, awesome build. See you guys later.